probably going to get a lot of followings after people see that this is what I actually look like, but we're going to go with it anyway. I've decided to do a makeup video because I'm that bored in quarantine. This is probably not going to go right because I've never done this before and I haven't done blue eyeshadow for a while, but I did a poll on Instagram and blue was the one that people wanted to see. So yeah, I've done my brows and concealer already because no one needs to see what I look like without that. I can't even sometimes look at myself. So first I'm going to use this Morphe palette. It's 35B. It's got a bunch of bright colours, and this is when I was going through a stage where I literally just looked like a rainbow, as some people have said before. So yeah, I'm going to first go in with that blue there. I'm actually scared because I don't know what this is going to look like, but I've done it many times before, so I'm just hoping for the best. Okay, I'm not a makeup artist whatsoever, and I don't think I am. I'm just really bored, so I thought I would do a video. Okay, so I feel like I'm rushing this because like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to like. I just want to get over and done with because I feel so socially awkward right now, even though I'm speaking to my phone. This is gonna look really crazy until like everything's done, like my lashes, eyeliner, foundation. So just bear with me. What I'm going to do is I'm pushing this out as far as I can to the end of the eyebrow. It just makes it look a bit better, and also every step that I do I'm using my blending brush as well, and I'm just blending it out because if you don't it's just going to look really strange and really awful. So you just have to keep blending it out. I'm just going to push this one a bit further out so it reaches the end of my eyebrow. I always recommend that you do your eyeshadow and eyes first, because if you do your foundation first and you do like a blue eyeshadow or purple or whatever you're doing, even if it's just brown like natural, you get fallout. And if you get fallout on top of your foundation and you've done your powder and you've done everything, it is so difficult to wipe off. And if you do wipe it, especially if it's blue, you're going to have blue smudges on your foundation and you're going to have to redo it. And if you put more foundation on top of powder, it just goes all clumpy and disgusting. So I always recommend that you do your eyeshadow first, because if you get fallout you can just wipe it straight off. I'm going in with this palette that I literally just found. It's called the Starlit palette. I'm going in the shade Halo, that blue shade there, because it's the only blue shade there is, so it's gonna have to do. It's quite sparkly, so I'm taking just a tiny brush and I'm gonna put this on like the bridge of the eyelid and like the end, just to make it look a bit darker, because if you do this all over it's just gonna look strange. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a cut crease or not. I feel like that's gonna go wrong and I don't have the right colours. I used to have this like pen thing from NYX. It wasn't a pen, it was like it was like glitter in a bottle, and it was like I had like a lipstick brush, but it's for your eyes, and it was so cool. And it literally just like, I used to use it all the time on top of anything, and it honestly just made your eyes look so like pretty. But then they stopped doing it. I think they discontinued it because I've never found it since, and it makes me so upset. So I'm actually going to change this look a bit up than what I usually do. I'm going to use the shade Sign. It's kind of like a purpley shade, but I feel like this is going to work. I do kind of like to mix my colours when I do something like this. So, I mean, if it fucks up, I'm never doing a video like this again. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm already getting a lot of fallout on my face, so like, that's what I'm meaning. Like, if I was to have done my foundation as well, that would have just ended horribly. I'm going to move on and find a glitter thing to put in the inner corners. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a cut crease yet. I'm going to have to think about it. But so I'm going to go back into the Morphe palette. And I know it looks like a really bold colour, but this glitter one down here, I'm not going to use too much of it because it is actually yellow. So I'm just going to pat that off and gently apply it just halfway. So you're not going to cover the full eye. It looks so much better in the mirror than it does in the camera. I'm going to go in with the matte Studio Fix concealer. My shade that I use is NC25. I'm really pale, as you can see. and I don't have much of this left, so that's embarrassing. And I always recommend using a beauty blender. I just feel like they push in the makeup a lot more, and they make it look more, it makes it look more, I don't want to say airbrush because I don't look airbrushed, like I wish, but that kind of thing. Also, like I said, I'm going to clean up the end of it. Okay, so that's kind of what the eyeshadow looks like. I'm going to go in with eyeliner next. This is going to be the difficult part. So I'm quite pissed off at myself because I've left one of my eyeliner products at my flat, and I like to do bottom eyeliner, but I can't do that. The only thing I have is liquid eyeliner. So usually if I have a pencil as well, I lift my eye. Like, you have to be really careful when you do this because you can poke yourself in the eye. But I lift my eye and I just go under there with a black eyeliner because it makes it look less like in your face. It looks a bit more natural, and then I also do it on my underline, but we'll get to that point in a sec. Okay, so that's me kind of done the eyeliner. I'm going to take that concealer again, the MAC one, and I'm going to do another clean up of this and just push the eyeliner. I'm happy with that now. Just going to blend out that concealer really carefully so that I don't muck up the eyeliner. Okay. This gives me the absolute fear. I hate eyes. I hate doing this step, but I have no eyelashes, so it has to be done. Okay, now I'm taking a really crappy eyelash. It's Bare Minerals. I think my dad got me this from the airport, actually. Whoops. Lash Domination. It's just, I to be fair, I don't really care what I use on my eyelashes because I 9 out of 10 times wear fake eyelashes as well. Okay, so now that I've picked my lashes out, I'm going to take the glue, which is deciding to not twist off. It's probably that old, that's disgusting and clumpy. When I do it in the camera, it looks like a fucking spider on my eye, but I promise you it won't look this bad. Okay, so that's my lashes stuck on. I've also gone back in with the mascara and I've just like lifted them up and joined my original lashes with the fake. So we're going to go into foundation now. I use 2 foundations when I'm tanned. It doesn't look like I'm tanned, but I've just put on fresh tan so it'll develop. So what I use is the NARS shade Punjab, and then this one is the NC37 Max Studio Fix Liquid. I do about 3 pumps of the NARS, it's a bit lighter, and then 2 pumps of the darker foundation. I use a lot of foundation, I'm a fake bitch. We'll get that over with. So I take my beauty blender again, dab that in, and just work it into my skin. Do make sure to go down your neck because blending it is so important because you don't want to look like 2 different colours like I do right now, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine in a minute. And last place is my forehead, and I'm definitely gonna have to slap on some more tan because it's just definitely not dark enough for my face. So I'm gonna go in with this Kiko Milano. It's a contouring stick, shade 200, I guess. It says 200 at the bottom. And I'm just gonna do this and my nose. I have no problems with my nose. I actually like, that's the one thing on my face that I'm actually like pleased with. Because my family haven't been blessed in that area. I'm now going to take my number 7 translucent powder. There's not much left in here either. I honestly need new stuff. This is why quarantine happened at the worst time, because I've not been able to buy. So I just go in the places where it might be oily. So everywhere. I'm going to go over this number 7 palette and use the blush and the highlight. It's my favourite step. It's probably too much, but I do like to have some colour. Makes me look a bit more alive. Okay. And highlight. I love highlight, so I use a lot of it. You don't have to use a lot of it. And Cupid's bow. And for bronzer, I use the Hoola by Benefit. gently on my nose because it can go a bit rocky as well. Just make my forehead look a bit smaller. Just going to go back in with a darker blue just for underneath my eyes. Just highlight that. This is why I need a eyeliner stick so that this works. I'm going to go in with like a quite light highlighter bit and just pop that in the crease in it. So I just quickly stole my mum's pencil and went all the way in, so just do that for your with an eyeliner pencil. And now I'm just going to do my bottom lashes. So be really careful to ensure that doesn't happen to you. I'm just going to use this setting spray to finish it. So that's a finished look. And I'll just add a lipstick to make it. And obviously do something with your hair. I can't be bothered, so my hair's just gonna be looking unbrushed the whole day. But I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit shit, but I tried. Thanks.